legs and things, not as in limbs, but Otway, John Otway, I know you said it quite a few times, probably. I've reenacted on a stage with you the moment, but just take us very quickly through, because no interview with you would be complete without the whistle test thing. And just tell us very quickly how that happened and the impact on your career, John.
It's astonishing, you know. It's like you know, before quite BC and AD for me, there was like life before that moment and life afterwards. You know, quite different things.
Yeah.
I mean, the show was always a bit quite acrobatic and quite dangerous, and I decided to like run up and leap on top of Willie's amplifier, which was on a stand, because they had.
I remember that.
Had those little reverb. Can you remember those combos had those little reverb springs in the top of them? And if you banged them, it'd make a good crashing noise. So the idea was to run up, leap on top, and to sort of jump up and down on Willie's amplifier. And I slipped, and one leg went one side, and the other leg went the other side. And you know, so 5.5 million people watch me land on my testicles. But it was astonishing. If you actually watch it, Willie storms off because basically I pulled the amplifier out of the wall, so basically you couldn't hear anything, and he thought I'd really messed the show up. So he stormed off, and it wasn't until we were heading to the green room where everybody was going, yeah, yeah. But I remember the time as it was happening, and through the pain, thinking, I bet that looked good. But it was astonishing. I mean, just after that, I mean, we had a single out that went into the charts. We were playing to 30 people a night in a pub. There was the gig after that. There was 300, and yeah, so it was literally overnight stardom. Polydor gave me an absolute fortune, which they shouldn't have done.
I was with Polydor at the same time as you.
Right.
Do you remember Joan Comlosey?
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, because she made the little thing, or had them. Did she have them made? The little core baby.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really free. That was.
Polydor, you probably suffered because I was on that label.
No. You were quite iconic in there, because you actually came to a party of Joan's. She had that very smart flat in Maryland Road. Yeah. And she had 3 lovely daughters as well. And and I remember her being your promo lady.
Yes, she did.
Call Baby, it's really free. I thought it was great.
And of course, the antidote to that fine song was your hit, Sunshine of Your Smile.
Yes, exactly that. Again, another fluke.
That sort of that nullified all the power of John's single with yours. Well, you know, so it balanced out nicely, Mike.
Yeah, right. And Polydor Records, in their wisdom, said, fantastic. He said, we can do 2 albums a year of this stuff for 10 years. 2 albums just finished. That was it. Yeah. Well, once the Sunshine of Your Smile, once they'd done that they broke the mold. There were no more. It was a very special song. And so we did an album. The second album was, we shouldn't have bothered really. But just that it was totally out of my remit. I was a rock and roller, you know, still am. And so to do that, it was just, and they still play it on bloody YouTube, and I get these comments sent to me. Something about leering at the young girls. Well, I wasn't much older. Well, I was a bit 20 years.
Yeah. Oh, young girls, that made a change, didn't it, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. After Molly Sugden.
Oh, yeah.
No, she was a sweet.
Mrs. Sugden's pussy. Yeah.
Mrs. I'll never get that line she had. She had a line where she comes in and said, oh, she said, I got no sleep last night. My pussy's been banging on my cat flap all night. That'd be a Jeremy Lloyd line, I think.
Legendary.
I've never really known how you got that part in EastEnders. How did that happen?
Oh, I guess once again, an agent just sent me along, said dress like Nick Cotton. Had a pierced ear, blue jeans, leather jacket. Cut a long story short, Julia Smith, who created it, she wasn't there in the morning when I went to read for it. and they wanted a genuine Eastender. So I looked up an address in the A to Z, as it used to be around, and I found a place in Hoxton, Eastgate it was called originally. So I found a place in Eastgate and went in there and memorised the address. I said, yeah, I was born in Reading, lived in Berkshire. But anyway, and I talked like this all the way through. You know what I mean? You all like this, Steve? Okay, let's go. Yeah, very nice, lovely. I was a bit edgy, but not too much, so I think that'd be difficult to work with. Anyway, so I had a chance in the lunch hour to really have a look at the script, which you don't always get, do you, Mike? You know, you're just in and out. And I went to this Greasy Spoon in Shepherd's Bush Market, which is a bit like the cafe in the Dead Enders, as I call it. And so I almost memorised what I had to do. Went back, Julia was there, you know, the creator, and Tony Holland. And well, I just did my best. I stood up and delivered it to them, all sitting at this long table. And then a couple of days later, I heard I'd got it. So, and then, of course, I thought, shall I go for it or not? You know, because of the typecasting thing. Well, that's a long time ago now. And yes, I have been quite a bit, but I guess it's opened more doors than closed more doors.
You were beautifully typecast, John, I must say.
Thank you very much. Could have been worse.
I must say, I didn't watch EastEnders very much, even because Wendy Richards sort of started in that with Julia Smith cost me a lot of money, but that's another story. No, I just remember seeing you in it, and I thought you were one of the more striking characters. You had real balls. Without being too... I mean, who's the guy in it now, the real hard man?
Phil Mitchell? I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. I don't watch it much.
He's the main man in it.
Danny Dyer.
Danny Dyer, that's yeah.
Oh, Danny Dyer, yeah.
He's almost a caricature of somebody. Whereas when I saw you, because I was brought up in the East End, school in the East End. I went to school around the corner from the Cray twins, so it was right in the thick of it. So I'd hear that, and when I saw you, I thought you were extremely believable. One of the few.
As an actor, I worked hard in it actually, and I should come away quite tired some days, you know, because you're kind of like, you know, inhabiting this monster really. And just in conclusion, he had the highest murder rate on the Dead Enders so far. Four people.
Wow.
Proud of it. Yeah.
But I remember, John, we did a single. We did a single with. Oh, sorry. Was that your eggs ready? What is it? We did a. Yeah, that's it. Okay, checks in the post, John. I remember, John. We did a single together. Well, you did a single with the girls, and I was doing some PR. We was going to Steve Wright's show. We did all the rounds. I know. Yeah, that's the John Otway. And I've been with some rock stars and stuff, but I hardly recall ever walking around town. You were mobbed every bloody where. I mean, it was almost like, go on, say Marl, go on, just say it. Surely to God, that number one, that must have been tough. But number two, did you miss all that shit?
No, I learned to live with it really, and it's amazing. Even these days, when I got a mask on and a cycle helmet, people still say, "All right, Nick." Must be the eyes.
Amazing. So it still goes on.
Still goes on even today. But you know, it's just like being the local vicar or something. Everybody's going to stop you or say something. You know, you just learn to live with it. Really, it could be worse. Yeah.